Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of LT Outdoors. Today we're going to be hitting an inland lake here in Iosco County, and we're going to see what we can get. I'm going to try for some pike, bass, hopefully get some panfish. So yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully Mother Nature stays with us today so we can get the canoe out, and that's what we're going to try for, taking the canoe, see what we can get. So stay tuned, this should be exciting. Gonna take a little bit of paddling to get to our destination. I did a little bit of casting, just putzing around on the way, but the places I want to fish are quite a ways ahead. So I got a long paddle ahead of us. I decided to throw out a worm just to see if there was any gills hiding up here, and largemouth must have grabbed it. I thought I had a gill, but that's the one thing I love about catching largemouth, though. I mean, smallmouth's probably my favorite out of the bass, but the largemouth put up so many more jumps. Plus, they can be found in that shallow water. But yeah, look at that pretty mark on him. Nice looking fish. Same thing. Give him a kiss. Put him back in the water. Yeah, I don't know if there's. I had a hit a minute ago on the worm, so I thought maybe it was a bunch of bluegills up there, but maybe it was just that bass. Oh, there must have been a fish just sitting there with it. I think it's another little perch. Nope. Sunfish? Yep, little pumpkin seed. Just a teeny one. They're pretty fish. Yeah, we'll head up a little ways, see what we can find further up. Alright, I tied on the Bass Assassin here. As you see, plastic bait. I use a pretty big #1 long shank hook here, Aberdeen. And there's really no rhyme or reason why I put it through the side like that. I just assume it's going to get the fish in the side of the mouth better, but you can put it anywhere. I don't use any weight, don't use any swivel. I just twitch that rod, which it will twist up your line over time. But you know what, line's cheap enough. I'm out here to catch fish. See, I've got it right now over that, what I think's a bed. I'm pausing it, twitching it, making it look like a crippled minnow. If there is a bass on that bed, he'll hit it. Actually, I've got a big sunfish after it right now. So that's good to see. See, that's another thing too. You'll get follow-ups on these Bass Assassins from all different kinds of fish. Got a good log up here. See if there's anything hiding under that. Yeah, this Bass Assassin's real nice to fish though, because you can work it real nice and slow. If you see a fish just suspended, you can hover it right over top of them. And I don't use any weight at all. The weight of the Bass Assassin is more than enough to carry that bait a ways. I can cast that just as far as the X-Rap. I've been fishing these for many years, caught tons of fish. I just had a bass go after it there. All he did was roll at it though. Ooh, got it that time. Golly, that's a good one too. See if we can keep it out of the stumps. Come here, buddy. Yeah, pretty little guy. Got a good hook set in him. Give him a kiss, throw him back. See if there's any more hiding up by that log. See if there's any more hiding around here. Oh, right away. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, gotta keep him up out of that log. Yeah, this here's a pig. Dang. Come on, babe. Oh, it's a smallie, no kidding. Don't usually get them this far down. Yeah, that's a big one too. Bass Assassin does me well. Man, that is a big old smallmouth there. Yep, big old smallmouth. give him a kiss and get him right back in the water. Boy, I'm gonna be shocked if we don't pick something up through here. This just looks too good to be true. Sometimes it happens though. Some of the best looking spots end up not having fish. Oh, there's one. I was wrong. I knew there'd be some bass in here. Might be some more too. Buddy. Swallowed that bass assassin, didn't you? Come here, buddy. Yeah, pretty little largemouth. Yep, nice fish. He's got a bad eye. Yep, give him a kiss. Let him go. That looks like a bed right up there. You want to try, see, I just threw past it about 10 feet. Which you want to do that. You throw right on them, you risk spooking them, especially in this shallow water. See if there's a bass on that bed. There was too. Don't think it's as big. Oh yeah, it is. That's a good one. Bass assassins are definitely awesome. And them Aberdeen long shank hooks make for some pretty good hook sets. Sweet, another good one. Yep, give him a kiss, get him back in the water. As you can see, the line's starting to get twisted. It happens quick, but I'll tell you, if you try to use swivels or steel leaders on these, it really messes up the action. You'll still catch some fish, I'm sure, but I like mine to look as natural as possible. So get ready to drop anchor again. We're going up quicker than I want to go up. Yeah, there's a big bed right there. There's a couple more up further. Actually, there's beds all over this area. I can see about 8 of them. Don't know if they're all active. They might all be different fish, or they might be from the same fish, but we'll find out. Don't seem to be one there. Yeah, not sure if you guys can see those beds or not in the water. They stick out pretty good though. Once you get used to looking at them, you definitely can see them pretty quick. They look like, I mean, when I first started fishing beds as a kid, I always thought they were tires in the water. That's what they look like, is just a tire underwater. Nice round sandy spot with a dark circle in the middle. That dark circle is usually gravel. That's where they lay their eggs. And the difference between bass beds and panfish beds, bass are territorial, so they don't have a bunch of, you know, like one bass isn't gonna bed right next to another bass. They have to have a little space. Whereas bluegills and other panfish, they'll spawn right on top of each other. They usually have spawning ground beds or spawning bed grounds where I mean, you'll see 20, 30, you know, just a big old hump of panfish beds. You can catch a ton of them in one spot, but the bass, they try to, I mean, I've seen them, you know, a few feet apart under docks and stuff, but they're never right next to each other. There's one. Yep, another good bass. You may wonder why I'm reeling fast. It's not about cranking it in fast. Actually, it's just keeping the line tight. The bass have a tendency to run towards the boat. And if you don't keep that line tight, you got a good chance of popping the hook. Boy, that's a good one. Come here, baby. Get me all wet. Another nice, pretty fish. Yeah, they sure grow some good ones in this lake. Gave him a kiss and put him back in the water. Gotta love springtime, all them birds chirping. Such a beautiful time of year. Gorgeous. Like to get into more of them smallmouth, but that's something you don't usually get this far up this side of the lake. Oh man, that's a big one. Oh yeah, I think just rocked it. See, I was just blind casting there. I didn't see no better, nothing. That's probably the biggest largemouth yet, I think, today. Oh, and there's still a lot bigger ones in here. Yeah, that's a good one. Heck yeah, them bass assassins really saved the day there. Yep, give him a kiss. Put that baby back. Bass of the day here. Threw my worm out there hoping to get into some bluegills and got this monster. Look at this beast. Pretty little fella. See, that's what I wanted right there. That's a big one. Pumpkin seeds like that, that's a good ear. Swallowed it too because I was busy trying to get the darn anchor down. Yep. Cool. There's one. Oh, come on, baby. Might be a rock bass or... Nope, largemouth. On the worm, little bass. Don't throw my worm. Little baby bass. There's some big ones in this little bay too. I've caught a lot of nice bass out of here, but like I said, I want to get some gills. We've caught some nice bass today. There's a fish on there. I was sitting there trying to swap out the SD card because it was getting full. Whoop. Yeah, come here, little bluegill. See, it's not a bad gill. That one there is bigger than your hand. I can get a good fillet out of him, so it seems how I'm running out of time today. That one's coming home with us. And I will show you guys later how to fillet the panfish. It's real easy. Don't know what that was. I was cranking that X-wrap on the drift back. Something smacked it. Yep, bass. Yeah. That wind sucks. It's really messing up the day, but it's going to blow us back to the launch pretty good, so I'm just casting my way back with the X-wrap. There you go. Quick release. Cool. Seen one chasing it. I don't think he's very big, but well, might not be bad. Putting up a good fight anyway. Yeah, I seen him just chasing it. Yep, not a real big one, but good deal anyway. Alright, give her a kiss. Put her back in the water. Well, my selfie stick took a, junk on me today, so so I can't film myself very good now. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Caught some darn nice bass. Had some fun with that. Didn't get as many panfish as I'd hoped for, but yeah, oh well. Caught a bunch of fish. That's all that matters. So, hope you enjoy the show. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thanks. Hey everybody, LT Outdoors. I told you guys earlier that I would help show you how to fillet panfish. So I've got two bluegills, a sunfish, and a rock bass from today's little venture. So I'll show you guys how to fillet them. First here, I'll start with this little bluegill. You want to cut right here behind this fin. I think I showed you this on the walleye. It's the same thing. You cut behind the fin. Work that, you turn your knife sideways and cut carefully along that back fin. Stick the knife through when you get down to that one. Cut to the tail, but leave it connected. And then you work on filleting the meat from the bone. You can use your finger, you can peel up the meat. And then you just cut right along that rib cage. It's pretty easy, really. Then you flip the fillet back over. That's why you leave it connected. And you carefully run that knife between the meat and the skin, and you end up with a perfect little fillet. Boneless too. And I mean, these two here are just 7.5-inch bluegills. I mean, most people think you won't get a lot of meat off of them, but as you can see, you get a pretty good fillet. And anything can be done this way. I do my perch, my walleye, pretty much all my fish I fillet like that. Even my catfish. A lot of people say you gotta nail them. I don't know. I don't understand that. But I've been doing it this way for a long time now, and it works out perfect. You always end up with, I don't remember the last time we had bones in our fish. So, it's definitely a good way to do it. Like I said, if you accidentally cut through the skin, you can always just slice that little piece of skin off the meat. Yep, you run it down to the tip of the tail there. Filleting, it's easy. You just let that knife run right along that bone. You'll hear it clicking. You'll feel it. Just don't cut through it. But you end up with perfect little fillets. The only thing different between this and the walleye is, I showed you guys with the walleye, you got to cut that center strip of bones out, which you'll feel some bones on these panfish, but that's just pin bones. They'll fry right up. They're small. The fish are small enough to where they cook up and you won't even know they're there. Now this is a big old pumpkin seed right here, almost 9 inches long. We should get some big meat out of them. They got their back straps are usually pretty thick. You want to make sure you get all that. They got some thick meat in the back. Same thing though, use your finger here to pry the meat up so you can see where the rib bones are. And just run the knife right along them. Then same thing there, cut down a little bit and then run your knife between the skin and the meat. End up with nice fillets. Now the only other fish that I really do differently is trout, and I will, as soon as I get a hold of some, I'll be doing a video on that too and show you guys how I do my brook trout, because I do them a little differently. So you cut the tail off, but that's okay. As long as you've got a little bit you can pinch down on, be able to give yourself some force there. You can still make it come out alright. Still a good fillet. And big old rock bass here, he'll have some good meat. A little tougher getting through his scales. There it goes. Run that knife along the back. Chunk of meat there. And that's it. End up with a good mess of meat, and then all I do is I rinse them off real good in the sink. And they're ready to fry up and batter. So anyways, I hope I was able to teach you guys something today, and if you have any questions or comments, be sure to ask in the section below, and please subscribe, like, and follow. Thank you.
2, 3, 4. What you get is what you see. Who you are don't come down to me. I think it's just a tragedy of their big proportion. Thought you knew what you shouldn't. Tried to quit law, you just couldn't. Come forgiveness, you just wouldn't. Going through the motion. Come to me, there was always something better. Even when push came down to shove, you're at the threshold seeking shelter. And I don't need no secondhand love.